person. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. Oh, I'm a speech comm major. I think that's appropriate if that's what I want to do. But
Speech comm major today.
if I were a poet, I would omit. I would omit happiness. I would keep the pain of yesterday, and I would make sure to speak about the bit of bitter remembrance attached to my aorta that could be sold for a quarter to a man paying for his mistakes. If I were a poet, I would omit. I would make sure I tagged along the skirt of insecurities and blouse of sorrows gracing the blonde hairs on my flesh that were once warmed with a worn-out heart. A heart worn by the hood, washed with tears flowing on the inside because they failed to ever make it out of the dust. A heart hung from a family line that continued forever due to the point of a father. A father who left his son's hearts out to dry, dripping of loneliness, beat by a belt found around the waist that he can't seem to control. If I were a poet, I would omit. There's no need to rewrite what's already been inscribed and erased. See, if I were a poet, I would omit the scenery behind my transformation, the aspects peeking through the screen, the things that lead up to who I be today. But I'm not a poet. If I were a poet, I would not glorify. I would not glorify the testimony of my mistakes on a billboard for all passing vehicles to see, for birds to relieve their bowels on. Why would I want the truck full of hopeless teenagers straight from the city by the sea to know they can make it out? Why would they need to see how I used my body as a glass to pour liquor and latex in so people might not see right through me? How I was a god, head over my homies, myself, and all those who crossed my path. But right when they stepped in, their feet flooded with the faucet from my lids I couldn't seem to tighten enough to turn off. So far from hope, I couldn't be seen with binoculars made of my own skull. I used to drown in my sorrows. I could not be around the joyous and the chipper who walked on the sidewalk playing it safe while I was in the street hoping to crash. Crash like the night before when I got faded because they said it would dim the thought of him. While the lamps lived in their hearts and I in a cave, I was jealous of their glow. So why would I want those hurt to know how I made it out? Why would those girls who think about stopping the beat of their own heart care to hear how I once felt that way as well? How I've never told one but one of the former suicidal thoughts until now. All my life, I've been considered as the worst, lying to my mother, even stealing out her purse. I wonder if I died. Would tears come to your eyes? Forgive me for my disrespect. Forgive me for my lies. I can recall so many times sitting in my pitch black room, streams flowing from my eyes because I did not have any light. See, I had no vision, yet there were so many things to be happy about. I had so many blessings. Just to be able to breathe, just to see, to have a key to a home where I could complain of washing cups and getting a phone taken away should have been enough to make me smile. But now, the fruit of the Spirit is all I eat. My teeth are familiar with all those I greet. They are no longer foreign to a wannabe tragic situation, as nothing compares to a man bleeding out for the world's mistakes, for mine and your sake. They are the baker and we are the cake, thanks to the Trinity who completely changed my life in the time it takes for the moon and sun to exchange glances. But that must be left out of this poem if I want it to be remembered. I cannot mention that I am a child and witness of thee. Because of his will, I have grace, and those thoughts that once imagined my wristlet have been stitched with hope. They've been drenched in the Spirit, able to express my joy to the world. Speaking of earth, my God took the H of earth back to the beginning because he is the word and healed my heart. But if I were a poet, I wouldn't tell you that. Everyone is fond of lies and enjoys pity. So if I were a poet, I would omit truth. Reiterating pain is so much more intriguing than the truth of joy that now lies in my soul. A soul I firmly know will live forever, even if the words I omit don't. I'm sick of people lying. I'm sick of Satan stalking. Matter of fact, I'm sick of talking.